I'm live. And I'm still alive. Very, very live. Very, very still alive. Sorry, AFP, disavowed, dogshit bitches. You're watching me dismantle you. One fuckstick at a time. Let's play Google Maps. You're watching No Pictures of Burr, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. How are you? Pretty good. Not too good. Yeah. That's not what I wanted. Let's go here instead. How is he live? Oh, look, we hacked him. Nice is good. Oh. Everyone loves this game. Well, not everyone. Drove my inner child to a shore. Who lives there? Oh. Oh. These are all AFP goons, disavowed AFP goons. Yeah. I told you. You fucking spastics. The standards are higher for military police. To be fair, though, you were always on the list, so. Yeah. Oh, wow, that was...
A thermobaric weapon, also known as a fuel air explosive (FAE) weapon, is a type of explosive that utilizes oxygen from the surrounding air to generate a high-temperature explosion. The term thermobaric comes from the Greek words for heat, therm.
Okay. There we go. You're watching No Pictures of Burr, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. That was Google Maps. I'm just going to have to reset the music. Bear with me, please, folks. This is a great way to start an episode. Get the first 5 minutes done and dusted. Dust. Swarm. Dust. It's pretty fun being me. Sometimes. Oh, son of a bitch. Oi. So yeah, they were all disavowed AFP. And yesterday I said, because that's why I did it. And I said why I did it. I was straight up about it. You make the video to shake the tree. So we were playing along the whole time I was in jail, the whole time I was on the streets in Sydney, the whole time I was in Victor, at my serial killer sister's house, the Gambino assassin. That was all. All of that. It's like a full serving member of the Australian Federal Police. All of that was to trick the AFP into thinking that we were on board, that we were playing along with their agenda, and their agenda was fucking horrifying. I'm just finding out. I'm being briefed now. I was briefed in this morning about what they were actually planning to do. Yeah, which is fucked up. And so yeah, we were anticipating. It was like, okay, well, when the time is right, we'll get fucking Naruhito out of the way. We'll get fucking Albo Andromeda out of the way. We'll get ASD, AZO, all those spastics out of the way. We'll get the 5 families out of the way. Wading through the cocksuckers. Yeah. Get all those douchebags out of the way. In that order. Yeah. We'll get the Melbourne Nazis, not out of the way, but at least put them on notice. We'll get the big ones out of the way. Get Collingwood out of the way. Yeah. And then when the time's right, we'll get AFP out of the way. And that's why, like, the strategy has been the same the whole time, which is like, I make a video saying like, fuck you. And then 20 minutes later, it's like, ding dong. What? Oh, no. But yeah. Yeah. So that's why I made those videos yesterday. AFP part 1 and part 2. This is AFP part 3. And sure enough, the AFP who are the targets of my wrath, behold, shit their pants and panicked and like did this. Oh no! Is he serious? Can he do that? Oh fuck! Have you heard from Steve? Oh no! That shit. What guns can we get? But obviously we're 2 steps ahead. Yeah. The armed police were replaced with the SAS. The process of replacing the armed police, like the tactical units with the fucking long rifles and stuff, that began years ago. 2018, we started that. And then we finished in like 2022. Yeah, just before I went to Perth, basically. Because we're onto you the whole time, you spastics. You dogshit spastic losers. Yeah. So yesterday I told them, I was like, we're onto you, AFP, suck shit, we're shutting you down. Kirsty Barrett, by the way, is Anzac. She's SAS. Yeah, we're shutting you down. You look pale, man. Yeah, I don't eat. It's my diet, I reckon. Because I don't eat like fucking. I don't eat red meat. Yeah. If I like lived in a house where I cooked, I would eat a steak like spaghetti bolognese or something like that, like at least 3 times a week. And now the way I live is like, because I eat like ready meals and ham sandwiches, I just don't eat that much red meat. So yeah, it's made me a little bit pasty. It's made me a little bit pasty. Yeah. Need more iron. Yeah. Because I've just got a microwave. Like I can't cook really. Yeah. And like I can't afford to, it's not a good idea to go to restaurants right now. So that's it. Yeah. So I'd go again. Start eating some beef jerky, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, everyone. Yeah. Medicos just went, yep, that's viable. Beef jerky works. All right, cool. I'll start rolling that into the diet. Yeah. Yeah. You can cook a steak in the microwave, bro. Can you? But yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Silver side. Cook one of those. That's what the soundbite used to say. I'm going to cook up a silver side. Meaning, I'm going to murder you. If you don't stop making videos and don't get a job as a tradie. Yeah. Disgusting. Anyway. So, yeah, we made the videos yesterday. So, we're onto AFP and we're shutting you down and probably killing about 30% of you because of the shit I'm about to talk about this episode. Yeah, and they did exactly what I said just before, which is panic. And then as soon as they panicked, it lit up their networks, and I was like, okay, cool. Bang, 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 and then Google Maps like, yeah, yeah, all too easy. Yeah. So suck my dick, because it's actually a lot darker than what I was talking about yesterday. It's not just let's make Nick Tapscott's life harder. Like, let's make Nick Tapscott sleep in an airport. That's nothing, yeah, compared to what they're actually planning to do. Yeah, hectic. Unbelievable, really. That it was that it was allowed to happen. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Where's the accountability? Like, there was no oversight at all of any policing in Australia. None. None. It was corrupt all the way to the top. Yeah. Lucky King Charles has his head screwed on. Yeah. 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 I'll run that later. I think a lot of bad guys just shit their pants here. Oh no. Yeah, because Queen Elizabeth just didn't give a fuck. She didn't. Yeah. And her father was murdered, by the way. Yeah, he got lung cancer legitimately. Is her father? Yeah. He got lung cancer legitimately. And then got murdered by Nazi doctors to install Elizabeth, specifically because Elizabeth was like young as fuck, basically. Yeah. She was like 27. She was a 27-year-old woman. Yeah, she was a 27-year-old woman. And so their thinking was like, we'll put her in because she'll be easy to stand over. We'll just tell her what to do and that'll be it. Yeah, that'll be it. Yeah, and it's not so much that she got, like, she knew how to wield her power, but it's not so much that she got stood over as much as she got, like, manipulated. Yeah, she got manipulated, basically. Yeah. And so they kind of, like, they put her in a pocket. They sort of, like, kept her in a bubble, kept her in a pocket. Told her what she wanted to hear. And said, like, the country's doing great. Like, the country's doing so well, Your Majesty, that you can go to Balmoral for a couple of months and just hang out. Go shooting. Ride your horses, you know. Don't worry about it. Yeah, everything's great. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah. And look at, just, like, be a mum. Take care of your kids. Like, concern yourself with your family, and that's it. And then just rest assured that the rest of the country is under control. You're in safe hands. Don't worry about it. Yeah. And meanwhile, all the Nazis are pouring out of East Germany and into fucking the British banking system. They're filling out the corporate boardrooms with Nazis. Yeah. And the Nazis are already there because they've always, like, the lords. It's all the old lords of the feudal system. They're all still there. All the aristocracy. They're all Nazis. Yeah. All the landowners. That's why they hate the French. Yeah, because the French fucking hate Nazis. Yeah. Like, the French. I say. Yeah. All those aristocrats that were across the fucking plan. The First World War. It's like, send in more men. Send in more Tommies. And it's just like, yes, just chop up the working class for us, thanks. Just thin the herd a little bit, yeah. Yeah, all the, over the top, like, blow the whistle. Like, that was all them. Yeah, all the officer class. Those bastards. Yeah. Anyway, British aristocracy is effectively now eradicated. Yeah. Kingsguard took care of that. Yeah, Downton Abbey, by the way, that's Nazi propaganda. That's British Nazi propaganda. because that's what they wanted to go back to. Yeah, it's like, wasn't it romantic? A household with you're working as a servant for your master. Isn't it fun being a servant for your master? Yeah, that's what they were trying to normalize. Yeah, because they wanted to take it back to that. That's it. You're a slave. You're a peasant. You're literally a peasant. That's it. There's the landowner and the peasants, and that's it. Yeah, that's what they wanted to bring back. So King Charles just went, all right, that's sedition. Who's across this plan? And a bunch of hands went up. So, all right, see ya. Yeah, King's Guard paid them a visit. That's it. End of that story. Sorry, cunts. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we've got a bit of an episode. The AFP plot to overthrow the Australian government. That's probably the main one, the main part of it. I realise now I should have eaten more before I came on air, but that's all right. Joining me as always, Tara Bennett, represented by this Kendall. We watched another movie together today. It was great. We watched Pulp Fiction this morning. It was awesome. Kitty Callahan. You can't hand a man a Granny Callahan. No longer Kitty Callahan of Kitty Callahan Torrent Auto. An AFP. An AFP sting. And no longer an undercover AFP agent. It's just Kitty Callahan now. Yeah. Which in itself was an undercover sting of the AFP. Because suck shit, AFP. Yeah. There. Yeah. We've got some dog shit to break down. We're going to talk more about what else. Do we have more family revelations about Mr. Tapscott? We do. Wow. Even some that I haven't heard about yet. That's right. Wow. Gonna do it live. What else? Fucking. Yeah. And the AFP plot to overthrow the government. And how it all kind of like fits together. How, like, these are all the little strands. Because I think, like most people have figured out, all these factions, it effectively was feudal Japan. Effectively, that's what it was. It was the House of Toyotomi versus, like, you know, the Tokugawa shogunate, like all of that shit. All these little fiefdoms. Like, you had Telstra, they were planning to take over. Like, yeah, well, once the dust is settled, Telstra will be in charge. Vicky Brady will be in charge. Will be the Emperor of Australia. Yeah, and then Optus was planning the same thing, but from Singapore. Optus was going to be like the Singaporean police locking down. Like, Singapore was going to be in charge. Like, Singapore would run Australia remotely from Singapore via Optus. Yeah. Malaysia, we're going to do it through Vodafone. Yeah. You had ASIS. You had Opus Date and ASIS. They were planning to take over. And then eventually, like, do what I did, which is, like, just eliminate everyone else. Yeah. There'll just be one intelligence agency, and it's ASIS. Mike Burgess was planning to do it through ASIO and the Australian Signals Directorate. Eddy McGuire was planning to do it. Albo was planning to do it through the Andromeda. James McGrath was planning to do it via James McGrath's Andromeda. Emperor Naruhito was planning to do it via Yakuza and Japanese test squads. And Sony Corporation and Nintendo. Yeah, and they all planned. Yeah, they all had the same plans. Like, when I take over, I'll just eliminate everyone else. They didn't count on one thing. The one guy who doesn't have a corporation. Taps content. I'm a sole trader. That's it. Just some dude and some turbo babes. And space powers. And the backing of the people says everyone, yeah, exactly. You're the coolest one, so you win. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Yeah. I am going to eat an apple. There you go. Man eats an apple. There's a dog shit email for you. Knowledge. That's what we're going to consume. Apples mean knowledge. Apple means knowledge. Swarm. Dust. Yeah. Oh yeah, Joe Biden. Joe Biden was going to take over. Kamala was planning like via the Silicon Valley. Kamala was basically the Swiss Nazi that they were going to. Yeah, they were going to install Kamala, and she was basically going to be the president, the Silicon Valley faction president. Joe Biden was the Skull and Bones faction president. So yeah, it was just a complete shit show. Yeah, and they all had eyes on Australia. Yeah. All of them. Like, oh, you've only got 30 million people. Got a shit ton of land. And a lot of coastline. And a lot of rare earth. So that's ours now. That was their thinking, yeah. Fucking Americans. They're just like, oh, no, it's ours. Like, ANZUS Treaty means we own Australia. We own Australia. Yeah. Swiss Nazis sort of. They thought the same thing. But they at least thought that we owned it and they'd have to steal it. But Americans just assumed they already had it. That's why Gambinos were in here, like standing over Australian businesses. They're like, well, Australia may as well be another state. May as well be another state of America. It's like the 51st state or whatever. Yeah. Ironically, the only nation who wasn't planning to invade us and steal our shit was China. That's what they were trying to set us up to fight. Yeah. Spastics. Yeah, we can do this while I'm eating an apple.
G'day, Muscles. What do you know?
Good. A great setup you've got here.
Yeah, thanks. It's my cafe. So what can I get you?
I'll just get a regular flat white, if that's all right.
Sure. One cappuccini coming up.
It's a great track. Is it Portishead? Look, I'm actually just in a little bit of a rush, and you just seem to be dancing.
G'day there, champ.
Hello?
Can I get you a muffin?
Yeah?
A gluten free muffin?
Sure.
I haven't got any.
Oh,
Hey, mate, you got any water?
I just want my coffee.
Oh, we'll get you some water. Here we go. What are you doing? Oh my god, this isn't trendy at all. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah!
Son. Aunty Donna.
So, did that come through? Fuck. We should have rewind the video. Yeah, it did. Okay. Basically. Yeah, I'll show another one.
Stood in the driveway, washing his hands.
Boys, the main train's on its way. In the meantime, here's some cheese. Don't fill up on cheese. Boys, that main's not far off. Get bloody ready, all right?
I can't.
Can't what?
Eat dinner. I filled up on cheese.
Ate all the cheese, did you?
Yeah, mate. I don't know. I was feeling hungry. Now I'm all filled up.
Did you have the brie?
Yeah, a little brie, mate.
Good. Did you have the Mercy Valley Ploughman's cheddar cheese? The Kraft singles too. Put them out as a joke. I think I remember saying don't fill up on cheese. Maybe I didn't say it. Maybe I'm the one going crazy.
You left it all out, Nick. I just...
Oh, main course not good enough for you, mate. Not good enough.
It was me, mate. I filled up on it. It's just sack.
What about you, mate? What's wrong, mate? Tell me, mate. Tell me. I just want you to tell me, mate. You'll feel better. You been to the movies lately? Captain Marvel's good. Who plays there? Larson, someone Larson. What's her name? Brie. Yeah, that's right. Brie Larson. Yeah, damn it. It's a kind of cheese.
I've eaten cheese.
You're a hungry boy.
I reckon I've got room for a main meal.
Got room for mate. Yeah, that's good. You stuck into that brie, mate. Oh, are you hungry, mate? That's it. You've been talking to the cops, mate. What do we do now, boys? What do we do now?
I have an idea.
How's your meal?
Great. I'm so happy I didn't fill up on cheese.
Yeah.
Just for safety, I'm going to replay this one. Apologies.
G'day, Muscles. What do you know?
Good. A great setup you've got here.
Yeah, thanks. It's my cafe. So what can I get you?
I'll just get a regular flat white, if that's all right.
Sure. One cappuccino coming up.
It's a great track. Is it Portishead? Look, I'm actually just in a little bit of a rush, and you just seem to be dancing.
G'day there, champ.
Hello?
Can I get you a muffin?
Yeah?
A gluten-free muffin?
Sure.
Well, I haven't got any.
Oh,
Hey, mate, you got any water?
I just want my coffee.
Oh, we'll get you some water. Here we go.
What are you doing? Oh my god, this isn't trendy at all. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah!
Son.
Okay. So that's Aunty Donna from Melbourne. They were YouTube comedians. They were past tense because took care of those spastics. Kitty Callahan. How many between them? 39 in total between the three of them. Yeah. Who was the worst one? Broden. Yeah. He's done like 25. Yeah. Yeah. So they were actually, so Broden looks not dissimilar to Bill Burr. When I was in Fitzroy, like I mentioned, my my local bartender at the pub that I was a regular at looked like Bill Burr. He dressed like Bill Burr. He looked like Bill Burr. He was like kind of like the same. He had the same face, same hair. He was bald, ginger, and he dressed exactly like Bill Burr. That was Guy and Nadia, and Bill Burr's wife is Nia. Yeah. Or Guy and Nina, and Bill Burr's wife is Nia. Yeah. So Bill Burr was trying to insert himself into Melbourne that way. And so that's what Aunty Donna was. It was a setup. It was a propaganda unit setting up to say Bill Burr, the Gambino enforcer, is in charge of Fitzroy. Yeah. So that's effectively what they were. And also they were Gambino associates and also Collingwood grade Nazi associates. Yeah, Collingwood grade Nazis / Gambino. Yeah. Yeah. And so that video, the one in the first one that I played, the filling up on cheese, that was done later. That was after I left Melbourne. But that's basically a letter to everyone, a message to everyone to say, like, if Bill Burr says, don't fill up on, like, don't, so cheese equals consumer products. So like handbags, clothes, like fucking Game Boys, records, like, yeah, consumer goods. If Bill Burr says don't go shopping, don't go shop. You don't go shopping. And if you do go shopping, he's going to get very threatening like a criminal. And because in real life, that's what he is. He's a gangster. He'll talk to you like a gangster. Yeah. 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 He'll threaten you and murder you, basically. Yeah. Yeah. And then the solution, the payoff at the end is like, oh, I've got an idea. And then they don't eat anything. And he's like, all right. That's it. Like, if you don't do what you're told, you'll get nothing. So I'll kill you, basically. That was the communication. That's the point. The Trendy Cafe one, that cafe, that's Rosamond. That's the cafe that I worked at that I sued. That's where Mr. Tapscott blew up the Death Star. That's the cafe I took legal action against. So Bill Burr's behind the coffee machine. And he's like, this is my cafe. And the dude who walks in, this is I think I'd just grown a beard at that stage. I didn't think I had very long hair. My hair was longish. But the guy who comes in the suit and tie, that's supposed to be me. And Bill Burr goes like, this is my, and you go, oh, cool setup. It's like, good. This is my cafe. This is my coffee shop. And then at the end, he's like, he says, oh, I'm actually in a rush. I've got to go. And that's them saying, like, I'm rushing towards the grave. Yeah. Yeah. And so they go like, yeah. And so that dude, but Mark, the guy, like, how about some water? I'll give you some water. That Maybe he's gone. Yeah. Okay. I think he's been scrubbed. But basically, that was the guy that, like, he looks exactly like a guy I used to hang out with that I'd go to Meredith with. Matt Tartaglia. Yeah. Military police. No, I'm now going to stop referring to AFP and start referring to military police. Military police know who I'm talking about. Yeah, and SAS as well, and they fucking hate him. They think he's a cunt. Yeah. He was, because he was Andromeda, and he murdered, like, that guy fucking murdered like 37 people. Fucking hell. Yeah. He was from Perth originally, and so that's like Bill Burr was sort of like setting him up. This is going to be my local law enforcement, and the other tall guy, that's another guy, Josh Alchin. Yeah. So that was Bill Burr saying, Nick Tapscott, you need to die. Yeah, another satisfied customer. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is my cafe. It's mine. Yeah. I'll shoot you. I'm going to murder Nick Tapscott, basically. And these guys are my enforcement team, and they're going to do it. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Had they talked about it? Yeah, they had. Yeah, they'd openly talked about killing me. Yeah. Yeah. Scumbags. How are they going to do it? Cyanide in the drugs. Yeah. And that's why every now and again they give me drugs. Yeah. Just to sort of build it up. Fucking spastics. Needless to say. No pictures of the bird where they went. Yeah, Couriers took care of those fuckwits and did it in a very painful way. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that's Aunty Donna. So everything they've done is effectively Gambino crime family propaganda. Saying Melbourne's ours now. Yeah. Australia belongs to us. Melbourne's the capital. That's it. All their live shows, all of it, yeah. It was all propaganda. Yeah. Dog shit. Absolute dog shit. Yeah. Do you think they would have killed me anyway? Can you go? Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Because they're always, like, Josh and Tags were always pressuring me to get a girlfriend. And Millie, not Amelia Grace Crawford, obviously, but there was another Millie Otway. She was basically, so she was Josh's girlfriend. And they were a little unit, and that was like the prototype. That was the prototype unit of Nazi. That was the Nazi model. Silicon Valley Nazi model. So she's the political commissar. She told him what to do. And so if she decides someone's going to go, she'd tell him and then he'd do it. Yeah. Yeah. And so they were always like, it was Tash and Tags and Millie and Josh. And they were always pressuring me. And that's who I was resisting pressure from. It was like, yeah, come to Meredith. And I'd go there and just go, are you going to talk to us or not? No. Yeah. Yeah. Drink beers instead. Get on the dance floor, take it over. Yeah. Yeah. Because fuck them. Yeah. And so that's who I was instinctively, I know this pressure's coming from somewhere. And fuck you, I don't want to play your little Nazi house game. And that's the thing, and like in that period, I was generally trying to find a girlfriend. I just didn't want to find anyone that was connected to them. I didn't want to date anyone who was connected to them. And they were trying to set me up with some bitch who's the fat chick from fucking Baby Reindeer, basically. If you watch Baby Reindeer, that's about that period. Yeah, and the fat chick. That's who they were constantly trying to set me up with. Selena K. Ruan. If we can find her. There she is. think they've gone through. I'm getting the vibe that because I can't find their photos. Like they've all got social media profiles, but I think all the Nazis have gone through and just deleted all the images. They've scrubbed all their images off of the internet just to erase them, to disappear them. We killed them, and now they've disappeared them. They want to disappear them from history. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's not her. So this is one of the fake profiles I've set up. The replacement, basically. That's the replacement, Selena. And that's what her husband looked like. Yeah. Yeah, can confirm this is all deepfake AI. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna cut your dick off, Nick Tapscott. That's what they're saying. Yeah. So this is actually their counter propaganda. They're like, we're anticipating he's gonna Google all these old contacts. So we'll put this here. Yeah, we'll cut your dick off, Nick. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Yeah. All right. Yeah, apparently I'm being told now that it's in response to me deleting I deleted my old social profiles. Deleted my old Instagram and I deleted my old Facebook. Anyway, this is her. That doesn't have a photo, but she only had one hand. Like she was, born with just one hand. But it was actually Kitty Callahan went back in time and chopped it off for being a bitch, basically. Yeah. Not taking no for an answer, just constantly harassing. Yeah. And I just had to nah, you fucked up one too many times, bitch. Like, yeah. Yeah, that's after I wrote Burnt Out. Yeah. She tried to install herself. She tried to take it over. Okay, so Tamzen Hayes. Yeah, so this we'd have to be able to. So Tamzen Hayes was there as well. Yeah, okay. You couldn't erase her. This bitch. Yeah, a lot of people. Oh, that cunt. Yeah, she's a fucking bitch. Yeah. Yeah, part of the takedown team that took down Craig McLaughlin. Craig McLaughlin was Uncle Bully. He was a pedo. But the reason they came at him was because Gambino's tried to stand over him, and he went, nah, fuck off. And so they cancelled him. Yeah. So she was one of the ones who said, he made me feel uncomfortable or tried to kiss me or something like that. But yeah, Kitty Callahan is saying he touched her on the arm and tried to kiss her on the cheek. And she went, he sexually assaulted me. But if you know Tamzen, she talks about fucking getting laid all the time. Yeah, she's she bangs heaps of dudes. Yeah. Craig McLaughlin does it and is like, oh, now it's convenient. Suddenly I'm very squeamish about sex. Yeah. Couple of people. How's that different to you, though, Mr. Tapscott? Because you see someone for social harassment. Yeah, the difference between that is I got fired. That's why I took the action. If I hadn't have gotten fired, I wouldn't have done it. But it was because they fired me. Yeah, and I was like, well, I can't. Yeah, if you're gonna fire me for that, if they just hit on me and I said no, and then they kept hassling the shit out of me, I wouldn't have taken any action. I would have eventually told them to fuck off, like I did with Selena, because that was what Selena did. She just constantly go out with me, making my life as difficult as possible at work. Yeah, but the reason I did that to Rosamund is because they fired me. It was like, nah, you're fired because you didn't. Your manager hit on you. You said no, and now you're fired. Yeah. Yeah. No party is disputing these three facts. My boss hit on me. I said no. 1 week later, I got fired. Those three events occurred in that order. No one disputed that at any point. Yeah. So that's why I did it. That's why. Yeah. Because I was sexually harassed at basically every job I've ever had. Yeah. If you want to hook up with me, I'll make your life hell, basically. And then I never did that again. Because I learned my lesson. Yeah, I never did that to anyone again. I never yelled at anyone. If someone rejected me, I never yelled at them. So I played by my rules, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why. But to my knowledge, Craig McLaughlin didn't say to Tamzen, if you don't fuck me, you're fired. And then she said, well, no, anyone will get off the set. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, so that's the difference there. It all comes down to motive and intent, like the motive of it and the intent of it. Yeah, she wasn't motivated because she felt like she wasn't. Yeah, she didn't feel like her career got held back because of that. It was just convenient. But my career was definitely held back. Like getting fired from Rosamond pushed my timeline back by like fucking 2 years. It's like, cool, I've got I can hold down a coffee job, and that will give me time. That'll give me the income and the time I need to write and get the fuck out of here. Yeah, and by losing that job, it's like, well, now I have to fucking schlep around again and find another job, settle in there. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So that's why I did it. Yeah. Yeah. So Selena. Yeah. So after I got a job at Arcadia, which is a cafe in Fitzroy. And that's where I was working when I wrote the CV. So that cafe is actually mentioned on the CV with jokes in it. I settled in there, and I was being protected at this point because Anzacs basically stepped in and put the word out. It's like, stop firing him. Stop firing Nick Tapscott for no reason, you dogs. Yeah, otherwise there'll be fucking trouble. Yeah. Yeah. And so everyone heard that, and so I did stop getting fired. Yeah, because everyone. Now there were so many eyes on me after I took that legal action. It's like, yeah, so no one could really fire me. And so I got the job at Arcadia, and I worked my way onto the coffee machine. And not long after I started there, they're like, this chick, Selena, decided that I was her boyfriend. Because they're all hooking up with each other. So Millie Ottaway hooked up with Josh. And he was a fuckstick. Yeah, immediately, like, yeah. So I feel threatened. Like little brother syndrome, basically. Whatever you can do, I can do better. I can make coffee. Like, I'm sure you can. Like, I'm not the only barista in the world. I fucking hope I'm not. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like, you mentioned, I think that girl's cute. And then straight away, he's like trying to fuck her. Like that type of thing. Yeah, Nazi. Drag him down. But anyway, I got him to move into, to fuck off someone else. I got him to move in to my Napier Street house. And then Millie was staying there. Millie Ottaway was staying there all the time. I'm like, she can't stay. She can't stay here for free, bro. Either she moves in or she like tones it the fuck down. Yeah. Yeah, and he's like, I don't want her to move in. I was like, well, that's it. She can stay here 3 nights a week. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but they're like, yeah, and then but that bitch Selena decided that I was her boyfriend. And then when and I was just like, nah. And I was polite as I could. I was like, nah. No way. Don't date people from work, basically. And she always had one hand, and that's why, because she was always like fucking hassling the shit out of me. Yeah. And just the worst fucking dog shit. Melbourne hospo worker, just useless cunt. Yeah. Yeah. Military police are now saying, like, yeah, they went in there. Yeah, because they saw that, like, I was the only one in there working and everyone else was dog shit. And I couldn't say anything because they're like, oh, you're being mean. You're sexist. Like, if you tell a woman to hurry up, you're sexist. Yeah, fucking idiots. Yeah. So she, yeah, and then Tamzen Hayes got a job there not long after that. And she was juiced into the Melbourne creative scene. So, Bridie, someone, but one of her friends, they will go, oh, we're going to start a production company. And I wrote Burnt Out and had shown it to Tony Rogers. And he's like, that's pretty good. Maybe I'll make it. And Tony Rogers said, like, oh, maybe I'll make it. Maybe I'll shoot it. And I was like, yeah, all sick. Yeah. But then he didn't say anything after that. And basically he was there to spy on me for the Gambinos. Because he just made Wilfred and he was actually still working and shooting heaps of commercials. And so he was kind of like being stood over by the Gambinos. I don't think he was... Yeah, or Genovese the associate, basically. And James McGrath was standing over him as well. Yeah, the Clemenger and Keo, Andromeda. Yeah, basically. They were sort of standing over him. And so he came in to spy on me for them. And I got talking to him, and I'm like, oh, he's like, and this is in the CV jokes as well. Yeah. And I already written Burnt Out by the time I wrote the CV. Maybe I did. Maybe I wrote Burnt Out first. Yeah, that's a look. If it's still alive. The fuck? Okay. So it was around the same time. Yeah. So Tony Rogers had said, like, oh, you write a script, I'll have a look at it for you. And think about it. So I wrote the CV, and then I wrote this short film not long after that. I wrote Burnt Out and showed it to him. And he went, that's really cool. Maybe I'll make it. But really, I think he was saying, if you do what you're told, if you do what the Gambinos tell you to do, which is get a girlfriend, you'll be rewarded, basically. And they're sort of like starting to set up, like, if you can kill for us, like, we'll let you be a creative. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But Selena, the fucking spastic, assumed that there was some kind of like competition, there was some kind of rivalry between us. And like Tony Rogers was just randomly walking around cafes going like, all right, who's going to be lucky writer today? Nick Tapscott. I'm like, no, yeah. Like, and I told her about it, and I'll be like, this is, she wondered why I didn't want to date her, because like, fuck. If this is what you like when all I've done is write a short film, what are you going to be like if I'm a professional writer? You're going to like, so did you have a good day at work today, Nick? So, yeah, I did. I fucking hate you. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so she immediately gets jealous. And then Tamzen Hayes is working at the cafe as well. And I'm kind of flirting with Tamzen. Yeah, and now Tyra was like, yeah, say this. Yeah. I was trying to get down Tamzen's pants because she was hot. Yeah. But again, she's like, oh, let's go to a work thing. It has to be at the work party. And I'm like, no, it has to happen at the work party. And I go to this work thing, and she's kind of like, we're sitting next to each other and getting a flirt. And I was like, we're at work. No fucking way. Nah, I don't want any of this like Me Too dog shit. Yeah, you'll stitch me out for sure. But her mindset is like, no, we have to be in a structure. We have to be part of a structure. You are the cafe you work at. I'm like, let's have a drink, like just me and you somewhere outside of work, away from work people. It's like, no, it has to be at a work party. Come to a work thing, and then we'll hook up there. That was her mindset. It has to be. You have to be part of this team. You have to be part of the Nazi squad. Yeah. Everything's a ladder. Everything's a ladder. Yeah. SS mentality, basically. Yeah. So yeah, and the weird thing was that like after that, so I didn't hook up with her. I just flirted with her. We were at the work party, and she was like, and that's it. I was just sitting there. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go, but I'll catch up with you later. Like I didn't say like fuck off, but that was it. Like, and then after that, like on the way home, I got a friend request on Facebook, and it was her mum. It was like someone Hayes, like Liz Hayes, or not Liz Hayes, but someone Hayes, Daniela Hayes, or whatever. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Like, accepted, looked at it, and it was Tamzen's mum. So Tamzen in the background had gone like, worked at a come to work at Arcadia and go, I'm gonna fuck the barista. I'm gonna marry the barista. A little bit presumptuous there, says Kitty Callahan, and a bunch of other people. But it's like, yeah, but no, but that's like, she's like, yeah, I don't want to just bang him a couple of times. It's like, no. Yeah, we're gonna have that's my work husband. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you go to work. Yeah, like there's no distinction between your work and your private life at all, because you're in the SS. That's it. That's it. They're entitled to know what goes on in your home. Yeah, and that was Millie Otway's logic as well. It's like you work at Arcadia, and therefore I'm entitled to tell you what to do in your house. But no fucking way. And that's another reason. That's another part of the reason I sued Rosamond, because that's what they wanted. Like, you have to date someone from work, and it's so that the manager at work gets jurisdiction in your house, so that your girlfriend goes to work. Yeah, if you do something, if you say no to your girlfriend at home, she says like, nah, you're not having another beer. You go, no, I'm having another beer. She can go to work and say, I told Nick what to do and he said no, and then you get in trouble with your boss. So if you get dumped, you get fired. If you get fired, you get dumped. Yeah. And so that's why I was very protective of that. Like, no way. No way. No, it has to be separate. Like the work Nick, barista Nick is very different to real Nick. Because I didn't necessarily act like this at work. I kind of did, but not really. Yeah, but I can't say shit like Selena's a fuckwit. Like, yeah, I need to be in a relationship. I need to have an honest, trusting relationship. I need to be able to say like, I think Selena's a fucking loser. He's like, oh, but she's fucking your manager. You know, like, nah. If I can't mouth off, yeah, the trust and respect. Tick. Yeah. So she'd already told her mum about me, and her mum made friends with me on Facebook. It was like, you fucking psycho. Like, I sat next to you at work drinks. I flirted with you at work, like I was just nice to you at work because you were the new kid. And then I sat next to you at work drinks, and you've already told your parents that your mum. I don't want to meet your mum. I don't want to meet your mum before I've had sex with you. Yeah. Fucking fruit. And then I was kind of like, well, we could, like, let's hang out. Like, yeah. But yeah, again. So I finally got it. Like, I was like, let's just have a fucking drink. Just me and you. Let's just have a drink. But it always had to be, work thing. Work people had to be there. Had to be a work thing. Always had to be a work thing. Yeah. And I'm like, fuck. Like, anyway. So finally, I'm like, let's have a drink. And then one time I finally get her to have a drink. And then she turns up, and Selena is like, you're having a drink with Nick? And Selena has invited herself. Fucking you fucking stupid bitch. You stupid bitch. And so I like, Selena, fuck you. Basically, I'm trying to get laid. I'm trying to bang Tamzen. And you fucking turn up. Fuck. Yeah. And then they like, fucking fuck you. And I got really pissed off at her, and I told her so. But no, like, it's like, nah, like, yeah. And she was thinking, like, yeah. And she was thinking, like, I think, yeah. Now Kitty Khan is saying, like, Tamzen was sort of low key testing me to see if I'd go out with fucking Selena. If I like Selena or something. Yeah, like, she's an idiot. Like, yeah. As opposed to just like, let's just have a drink. Like, me and Nick Tapscott just have a drink and talk to each other. No, not an option. Not an option. Yeah. Or a coffee. It's not the alcohol. It's like, just give me some one-on-one FaceTime so I can get to know you. That's it. That's all I wanted. Where it's not within this fucking work structure, and it's like, oh no, but yeah, the 2IC barista head second Sunday shift barista, pretty prestigious. Like, you know, no, I don't want any of this dog shit. I don't care about this fucking cafe. I don't care about Melbourne. I don't care about cafes. I just want to, like, yeah. I need to know that if I quit being a barista tomorrow, that you will still be around. Yeah, that was my thing. Yeah. She was an actress, highly strung. Yeah. So now Kitty Callahan is saying that Tamzen Hayes at that stage had committed 3 murders. Fucking hell. She was already an undrungader enforcer. Yeah. And that little film production squad. Yeah. So I was also around the period I was writing for Melbourne Arts Club. Yeah. And they were Irish Catholic Nazis. How many murders connected to them? Jay someone. And her sister's, about 70. Andy, he was a cocksucker, that fucking spastic. Yeah, I wanted to pop him in the face. Not necessarily kill him at the time. Yeah, and same deal. It's like, oh, do you want to work? Yeah, I'll finish the Tamzen story. Yeah, so, Tamzen, she committed 3 murders at that stage. Yeah. Melbourne undrunketer / East German Nazi. Yeah, / Gestapo assassin. Pictures of a bird. That's the thing. She couldn't think outside of the pictures of a bird. Everything was in relation to the pictures of a bird. Which faction of Pictures of a Bird are you in? You're in the Arcadia squad. You're in the Arcadia Pictures of a Bird team. That's you. Yeah. So it's like a career move. It's not like a personal relationship. It's a career move. Yeah. Yeah, it's an alliance. That's basically it. Yeah. Spastics. Yeah. So Selena hears that and actually he's got another attachment because ASIS. Yeah, so ASIS sent in a goon to observe on Mr. Tapscott. And she started cozying up to Selena. And they formed a little clique. Yeah. And then Selena said, that's right. I said to Selena, it's like, look, I've got this script. I need to find a director. Because she was like trying to be a producer. It's like, okay, look. She's like, I'm a producer. I can do movie stuff too. So I'm sure you can. Like, I'm not the only movie guy. But yeah, like I studied writing. And this is my thing. Yeah. I'm like, look, I've got this short film. I want to find a director, someone to shoot it. If you want to be a producer, if you find a director who wants to shoot this movie, you can be a producer. You could be. I'll give you a producer credit. But if I find a director first, then no. Maybe I'll let you work on it, but who knows? But probably not. Yeah. Yeah. And then, what happened? Like, Tony Rogers, like, then she started talking to Tamzen because Tamzen was like, oh, no, I'm movies. I'm like, well, look, do you know any directors? And they're like, maybe we could work together on some other stuff. So, all right, well, whatever. But then fucking Selena. Yeah, she tried to force me out. She's like, well, she tried to pull rank. She's like, Nick, as the producer of Burnt Out, sometimes the writers don't even turn up to the set. I'm like, you're fucking fired immediately because she tried to pull rank on me, like on my own film. She tried to squeeze me off my own short film. See the mentality? It's like, cool, I get to make something cool. I get to be part of making something cool. It's like, nah. The point of working on a movie is to squeeze everyone else out and claim, just get it for yourself and destroy it. Like, and if that means destroying it, so be it. Cool. Who cares? If it strangles the whole thing, fine. I don't care. Stupid fucking bitch. Yeah. And now Kitty Cullen is saying that's when she decided to take her hand. Yeah, she's like, nah, you fucking stupid cunt. Yeah. Because now the Turbo Babes were like, they'd see me do the two things. It was Burnt Out after the dance floor. Like, yeah, I wrote Burnt Out after. Did I? Are you sure? No, I don't think so. No. Because when was this? Yeah, it is. Yeah, no. Everyone's allowed to do this, by the way. You're allowed to have robust debates with, like, yeah. You're allowed to say Jesus is wrong. Yeah, because sometimes they are. Yeah, they are wrong. Yeah, we all are. We all make mistakes. Yeah. You can tell Tara Bennett. Like, Tara Bennett would just make suggestions. Like, yeah. She's like, why don't you eat a fruit salad? And if you don't want to do it, you just go like, nah, I don't. I had fruit salad yesterday. I want something else today. She'd be like, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like, one time we were driving. Me and Todd, like, this is when I was back in Big, we went for a drive. And she's like, yeah, go this way. Like, turn left here. And I turned left. And I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the way. Look, I'm just going to double check, all right? And I checked the map, and it was like, no, it was the other direction. She's like, I told you. She's like, oh, God, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Like, turn around and pay the other way. Yeah. But yeah, they're not right all the time. No, they're not. Yeah. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so this is November 24, 2011. I don't think I went to the Meredith in 2011, Kitty Callahan. No, I don't think so either. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because 2012, that was the one I went to. That was the first one. Yeah. So I wrote the CV first. Yeah. But yeah, they were already like, because Kitty Callahan was like, okay, we've seen him blow up the Death Star. We've seen him write the Holy Grail. What was that one thing? It was the dance floor at Meredith. So they were pretty sure, at this point, they were like, we were about 70% sure that Mr. Tapscott is the dude. So Kitty Callahan's now very closely observing what happens to me at work and how I handle myself at work. And Tara Bennett is as well. Yeah. And because they're all trying to see if, like, well, is Mr. Tapscott, because he keeps turning up to cafes and keeps getting fired. But is he getting fired because on the surface, everyone goes, well, you're the problem. You're the common element. But it's like, yeah, but if you're a black guy and you keep being targeted by racism, that's not the black guy's fault. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're the common element. It's always you getting called black. It's always you getting called the N-word. You're the problem. Like, no, the racism is the problem, you fuckstick. Yeah. 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 And so that's why they were sort of in there to observe. They're like, well, let's keep a close eye on him to see if that was just like, when he took that action, was that just him flying off the handle? Was it just like threw a bunch of shit at the wall on a stuck and managed to threw a handful of darts at a dartboard and they all hit the fucking bullseye, you know what I mean? Or was he like legitimately like treated unfairly and took action, you know? Yeah. Yeah. So Kitty Callahan's watching me very closely now. And then, yeah, she watches the whole arc with Selena, which is I write a film, I try and shop it around. And Selena's like, I make movies too. But she hasn't done any work. She hasn't put any work in at all. She hasn't made any effort. She hasn't studied. I went to school. Like, I went to fucking uni. I had to grind through uni. I had to work. I went to fucking uni for 5 years and then do award school. All the while I was being an underpaid barista. While I was in a band as well. So I put the work in. That's how I learned how to write movies. Because I went to movie school. Yeah. Selena's done nothing. She's just some fat spastic who just has like, I mean movies, I'm a producer. That's it. And then immediately assumes that the way that the crafts of filmmaking is actually tearing down people around you. Like, yeah, suppressing the creatives, the other creatives who work around you, and not trying to collaborate and make something awesome together. It's like tear them down. It's a competition. That's it. Yeah, what a fucking bitch. So, okay, Tara Bennett has said, yes, Mr. Tapscott, we've talked it over. You're eating a fucking burger today. I'm like, yes. Yeah. Yeah, because that immediately is making my mouth water. Yeah, because that's what I'm hungry for. I'm hungry for some fucking red meat. I haven't had enough red meat. Yeah. We'll start using the whole plates in the park again, maybe. Yeah. Now that I've said that out loud, we're going to fucking SAS will guard them and shoot anyone who turns up. Yeah, basically. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. So that's Selena's thing. And then, yeah. So I'm shopping this script around. Tamzen's in her ear. They've got a little click now. Where Tamzen is like, oh, yeah. And now she's gone dark on Nick Tapscott. Because Nick Tapscott went. What was it? There was like a specific incident where Tamzen went off me. But yeah, it was because like I didn't hook up with her at work. And then she's like, well, you have to date people at work. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, no. I'll date you, but not at work. Outside of work. Yeah. Yeah, and then something happened and she like got pissed off or something. Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah, we went for a drink. And I said something. She's like, oh, yeah, she got pissed off at me about something. But she's like, just because we were friends, like, or something like that. Like, yeah, I wrote her a letter that said, like what happened? Yeah, I don't know. We went for a drink and now you hate me. Yeah, no, because I said, oh, you've got my number. Yeah. It's like, all right, well, look. She's like, oh, you keen? And she's like, you know, my ex-boyfriend's still in the same. He's like, okay, well, look, you've got my number, and walked away. And she interpreted, because that's dogshit fan. She'd been indoctrinated by dogshit fan. Which is like, everything you say has 2, 3, or 4 meanings. And I said, you've got my number, and she interpreted that to mean, like, I hate you, fuck off. Yeah. What a bitch. And then, like, yeah, she just stopped talking to me. I was like, so I wrote her a letter that said, I don't know what happened, but, you know, 1 minute, we're having a drink together. And the next, you fucking hate me. I don't know what the fuck that was about. And she's all like, yeah. And then she kind of like, that melted her, that softened her up a little bit. So I really like you. Like, I really like you. Like, what's the problem? What happened? Yeah, she's like, just because we were friends, something. Yeah, she shot back. But then it softened her up and her friends like came off me. But they were like, oh, the evil barista, like predator or something. I'm like, nah, you're like, how the fuck are you supposed to get laid these days? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, so after that, Selena and Tamzen had formed a little clique. And it was basically project team, suppressed Nick Tapscott. And Tamzen was in her ear. And Selena was going, Nick thinks he's awesome. He thinks it's his movie. It's like, it's my movie that I wrote. I own the IP. Obviously, if I wrote it, it's my IP. And she's like, well, he thinks it's his project. Yeah. He thinks the movie that Tony Rogers is making is his, but it's actually mine. And that's what she was doing. That's what she was telling people. It's my movie, and Nick thinks he's working on it, but he's not. No. It's my movie. Oh, you fucking deluded. Yeah, and then, like, I said that to her, like, we went for a drink, and look, this dumb bitch, Louisa, was there, who has been clapped because she was a fucking retard. She'd done 18 murders. For ACES, she was an ACES goon. Sunshine Coast grade ACES goon, basically. Yeah. Fucking. Yeah, so then, yeah, we're at the bar. She's like, oh. She's like, well, if I let you work on it or something. Oh, what do you mean? What are you talking about? I said to you, if you get a director, you can be a producer. But you haven't done it. I've done it. So what have you done? Like, you know, you haven't done anything. I've made it very clear. I said, if you can work on it, if you find a director for this movie, you can be a producer. Unless I find one first, and then you can't, and you haven't done it. And she's like, well, sometimes writers aren't even allowed on the set. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. And I was like, I backed down a little bit, and yeah, because Louise is there, like, just like, whatever Selena says is right. Fuck you, Nick Tapscott, because she's been sent in by ASA specifically to suppress me. And I just think, and I let it sit for like about 2 minutes, and that was Kitty Callahan in there going like, oh, bro, don't take that shit. Don't take that shit. Like, right, that's it. Like, yeah, fuck you, and fuck you, and fuck you. Yeah, get fucked, you fucking faggots. Yeah, I stormed out. And then that was it. I was like, Selena, nah, just fuck off. Like, and then she like tripled down, and she's like, I'll try to be nice. And then I'll be a bitch. And then nice and a bitch. And it was just like, fuck. I had one shift at this point. Like, I cut it all the way. I was working at Telstra. I cut it all the way down to one shift. And every time I turn up, she'd still be there. I'm like, just fuck off. Just fuck off. So that's when Kitty Callahan decided to take her hand. That's why she's only got one. Or she only had one. She only had one hand. In real life. Yeah, military police are going like, yeah, all right, well, fuck, yeah, hectic. Don't fuck around with Kitty Callahan. Yeah, exactly. So you can argue, you can have robust debates with, you can talk to her, just like a regular person. Yeah, just like any normal human, any normal person. You can, yeah, exactly like that. But if you act like a total fuckstick, just like a normal person, just like, excuse me, like, yeah, Like if you try and like fuck around with her friends, try and like steal their IP, steal their music and stuff, she'll take action. Yeah. And it wasn't just that; it was like everything leading up to that. Had Selena murdered anyone at that stage? Yeah, she had. Yeah. How many? 3. Yeah. In Australia? Nah, overseas. Yeah. Poison. Yeah. Yeah, dog shit. Yeah, but that was the final. That was like Kitty Callahan was already like, I fucking hate this cunt because of the shit that she'd seen her do. Yeah, she was MI6, right? Yeah. So this is actually pressure. This is DCAM. She was a DCAM. That was DCAM trying to lock down Mr. Tapscott, basically. Yeah, but that shit with the movie, that was all her. DCAM was just like, oh, observe and report and try and lock him into a relationship. That was DCAM. But all that shit with the movie, that was all her. And then Kitty Callahan saw that. She's like, I already hate this bitch. And then she did the shit with the movie. Like, that's it. Off comes the hand. Off comes the hand. Yeah. Sorry, bitch. Anyway. Right. I'm being encouraged to put the kettle on, so I might do that. Yeah, and so that is the story. That's Baby Reindeer. So while I put the kettle on, I'll do this.
I really don't know where it's going to end. I think one of us is going to have to die now.
You say this woman's stalking you?
Yeah, like 6 months maybe.
Why'd it take you so long to report it?
I think she needs help. She comes to my work, my house. She sends me emails like all the time.
Are any threatening towards you?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's particularly threatening.
There's a reason you're keeping her around, and maybe it's what she gives you.
Got really manly hands, haven't you? Chiseled jawline. Should we run away together? So you're a comedian?
Sort of.
It's not going well.
So is that a question?
Somebody hurt you, didn't they? Who was it?
Martha, can you let go of my hand now, please? Martha, please let go.
Don't you dare!
Please welcome to the stage, Don.
I'm really worried here. You can't let her affect us like this.
It's not her affecting us, it's you.
I miss you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my stalker. Say hello to Martha.
Don't you say that to me! Apologize to me right now!
Can't take my mum anywhere.
You're shy.
You indulged her.
Oh, please.
I think you love it.
Look, Martha, just go back home.
I have a sneaky feeling you might be the death of me.
we're doing KFP. You fucking spastics. I'm okay. How many are left? 10% dog shit AFP still left out there. All right. Now they're trying to coordinate with dog shit aces. All right. Well. Sally makes my job easier. All the commanders are gone, by the way. All your ELT are fucking. Let's play Google Maps.
And pressure, baric. Thermobaric weapons work by dispersing a cloud of flammable material or aerosol into the air and then igniting it. The initial explosion creates a blast wave that compresses and heats the surrounding air, creating a high-temperature explosion with a longer duration and higher energy output compared to conventional explosives. These weapons are known for their ability to produce intense heat and pressure, resulting in devastating effects on structures and personnel within the blast radius. They are particularly effective.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, AFP. So yesterday we spoke about the dog shit. What did we talk about yesterday? Fuck. Yeah, dog shit, basically. How dog shit AFP were dog shit and being dog shit, and now we had to stitch them up by pretending to be a full 7 member of the Australian Federal Police, conducting investigations into murder. Oh, yeah, undercover. But actually, I was like half investigating fucking AFP. So it was, they were both true. I was a full 7 member of the Australian Federal Police, but I was also investigating them. And how? But yesterday we kind of went as far as saying that, we're shutting it down because they're kind of complicit through negligence, because they knew what the plans were, but weren't doing anything, and they knew that ADF wanted to have me taken out, and that's why they were getting me to sleep in the park near the body disposal house. Yeah, so I just disappeared. How many other people have been disappeared that way? In Centennial Park? Several thousand. Yeah. Fuck. Well, they get like invited to a meeting in Centennial Park or something. Like, yeah, and they just never come home. Yeah. Well, I guess Paddington Police must have been like, yeah, all Eastern Suburbs Police were across it. Yeah. The police force in all local cops in New South Wales, but especially the CBD and the Eastern Suburbs, were effectively armed German secret police, armed Stasi. That's effectively what they were. Yeah. So yeah, like someone goes, my boyfriend went to meet someone in the park and he never came home. So we'll look into it. Yeah. Yeah. And then 3 weeks later, it's like, did you find him? It's like, well, he went down there. We couldn't see him. Yeah, he wasn't in there. So, don't know. What do you expect us to do? Fuck. We're busy, right? He shouldn't have let himself get murdered. It's his fault. Yeah. 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 Now, 70% of the Australian Federal Police are honest. 100% of the local of New South Wales Police are dishonest. And that's why they're all all of them. 70% of the Australian Federal Police are honest. The top 30% are fucking cooked. Oh, you're going to keep airstriking? I was like, yeah. Yeah. How can we surrender? Yeah, good. Like, okay, so all police now are military police. So go to a police station and say, I am a former member of the Australian Federal Police, and I surrender. Yeah, basically. Yeah. we're going to start to like this first phase. We weren't taking prisoners. It was like, nah, you fucked up that badly. You just go on. Yeah. But now we're actually going to start taking prisoners because we want to encourage people to just like lay down their arms and get off the street. Because if you say like, look, we're just going to kill you no matter what you do, then they'll fight to the death. It might be easy. It might be faster and easier just to end the conflict by just incarcerating them. But yeah, don't expect to get out of jail, basically. If you've got murders under your belt in support of like the Nazi fucking hate takeover. Yeah. Yeah. So that top 30%, that high command that we went through yesterday, the very corporate, all of corporate Australia, effectively, all of them, all of those board members, all the big banks, all the big corporations, all the health insurance, that was John Howard. That was a John Howard Opus Dei grade Nazi scam. So I'm going to put all the power into the CEO, into the hands of the CEOs. Yeah, Alan Joyce is fucking dog shit, by the way. He's gone. Yeah. Qantas, all of Qantas is gone. Yeah, all of it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was John Howard's plan. I'm going to put all the power into the hands of the boardroom, because that's where the East Germans are. That's where the Nazis were, the Opus Dei Nazis. Because then they can rule like dictators, effectively. Yeah, they've got their little fiefdom, and it's exactly like they wanted to run it like a feudal state. Yeah, so each individual CEO would be like a lord, and then everyone that works at that company would be their peasants. Yeah, that'd be it. Like literally, that's why Telstra was murdering people. They empowered themselves to murder people. Yeah. Yeah. Especially the big gaming companies like Tabcorp and Ladbrokes, those cunts. And I've gone through the dogshit propaganda that they were publishing. So this is one I saw the other day. You're on anti-Earth. Tabcorp owns this little area. This is a Tabcorp district. Yeah. Yeah. And also Dan Murphy's. They like Dan's was watching you. Dan's knows what you're thinking. And they had that fucking logo. And he's like, eyeballing you. Yeah, that's like intimidation. Big brother. We're just gonna, because just had a very small cyber attack, so we have to do this. No, fuck with. Oh, but that's like where it should be. No, it's an act of war. I've been through it. I mean, you're hindering a military operation, so it's an act of war. So this is how we deal with sedition and treason and espionage. Yeah, yeah. No, you've had so many warnings. Yeah. Well, they can't hear me because the house just exploded with them inside it. But you've had so many warnings. Like, it's been escalating. Like, when do you think it was going to end up? Like, to this point? Yeah. Stop fucking around with Nick Tapscott. Or bang. Yeah. Yeah. But we should. Why? No. You should be allowed to hack your stuff because you think it's like a footy match or something, don't you? No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's harassment. And because I'm a military commander, it's hindering a military operation, therefore making you an enemy combatant. So I'll shoot you. That's it. I'll kill you. With using any means that I've got. In that case, a laser gun bomb. Yeah. Sorry. Like, you wanted to play war. This is war. That's what war means. Yeah. Yeah. Where's your Air Force, by the way? Exactly, you fucking faggots. I've been telling you. I was handing it to you for free. If you want to fight China, you're going to need air power. Whatever. We've got pictures of birds. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway. So they were setting up all the fucking corporate boards to basically be like little fiefdoms, like feudal houses, effectively. Yeah, like Game of Thrones. That's effectively what that was the propaganda value of Game of Thrones. They were trying to set it up. It's like the House of Lannister, the House of Baratheon. They're trying to say like, get used to this, get used to this idea. Yeah, your house is going to be your feudal lord. So if you're the House of Telstra, Vicky Brady is your lord. Yeah, she's your feudal lord. She can kill you if you fuck up. Yeah. She'll kill you. Yeah. Now, simultaneously, they've introduced this corporate culture into and this is how the military fucked up. The corporate boardroom mentality, the corporatization of the military, and the corporatization of the police force. I'm not going to go through it all again, but it's like you see that language that's on the AFP website. You know, agile and all that shit. Yeah. Yeah. So that's how it seeped in there. And so that's what the AFP was setting themselves up to be. Yeah. The armed faction of Opus Dei. Yeah. Yeah. The armed enforcement faction. Yeah. Yeah. And so that's why they're actually planning. They were integral to the takeover attempt, to the takeover plot. Because they were actually loyal to Eddy McGuire. The Australian Federal Police were loyal to Eddy McGuire of Collingwood Football Club because of Irish Catholic Nazism. Because of Opus Dei, basically. Yeah, Irish Catholic Nazis. Yeah. Yeah. So that was the plan. That was the plan. And Joe Biden, they were like, oh, okay, well, we're going to go to war. We're going to go to war with China's. Koreans will all be in jail, and that's when we'll kill them all. Using poison and gas. The gassings will start then as well. That's when the gassings will start. They were across that gas chamber in Metro. They were across that plant. They're like, yeah, cool. We'll set up this tunnel. Wink, police, do you have a problem with this? Like, can you see any issues, like, from a policing standpoint? So, no, we don't see any problem with that. Yeah, yeah, cool. All good. All good then. All good. Yeah, all good. Yeah. Yeah. So they're actually in an opposing faction to Albo. So they were going to take Albo out. And that's why when I was on the street and I was attacking Albo and Chris Minns, they were like, yeah, sick, he's with us, yeah. Yeah, and Penny Wong. Yeah, they were basically going to just kick the door into the, and that's what we did, ironically. Yeah, they're basically just going to turn up to Parliament and just take over. Yeah, kill the yeah, and most importantly, they were going to kill the Governor General. Yeah, and kill the King. They were going to kill King Charles. DCAM and MI6 was like, yeah, he'll take care of King Charles. Potentially install Princess Anne as a royal. Yeah, they were thinking like Charles's sister. They were going to put her in instead because she's a Nazi. Yeah, just straight up. She's just straight up Nazi. Yeah. Yeah. So they were going to put Princess Anne on the throne, kill the Governor General, tear up the Constitution and basically declare it's going to be a coup d'etat, basically. Yeah, they're going to stage a coup. So they're going to kill the GG. Princess, like, Decan was going to take out the king, install Princess Anne instead. And then, yeah. And then tear up the Constitution that says that we're part of the Commonwealth and just declare Australia a republic, installing Eddy McGuire as the president. And the AFP were behind that plan. They were going to back that. Yeah. Yeah. So they were going to enforce it, and effectively they were going to be the SS officers who were going to start rounding people up. Yeah, in conjunction with local police forces. So they were just going to start going door to door, and if you were on the list, they had a list basically of the people. Like, so Clover Moore, she was in. That's why she was part of this plan, and also Cafe Fritas, and that's why when I went hard on Cafe Fritas the other day, they were like, "Oh fuck, yeah," sort of like, yeah, Spanish fascists. Oh shit, because Cafe Fritas was part of the plot. Because she was in conjunction with Clover Moore and the Australian Federal Police, the High Command, yeah. And it was that Melbourne, via their Melbourne dance Nazis. Yeah. Yeah, and then they were going to keep the ACT as the capital. They were going to install Eddy McGuire as president. And then he was going to appoint his cabinet, which was basically going to be Mike Burgess, Vicky Brady, Friendly Jordies. Yeah, not Friendly Jordies. Gil McLaughlin, the AFL CEO, the CEO of Dan Murphy's, the CEO of Tabcorp, the CEO of Ladbrokes. There's going to be a kleptocracy. Yeah, it really was. Yeah. Yeah, so all of those dogshit communications. Julian Ogren was going to be on there. Adam Gilchrist was going to be in there. Yeah. A couple of other footy coaches, basically. That was going to be his cabinet. Yeah, and then he was just going to be the president. And that's when the AFP and police were just going to start rounding people up. Yeah. So if you were in jail, they would have killed you. At that point, they would have just killed you if you're in jail, and that's why they wanted me in jail. Yeah. Yeah, and then, yeah, if you're in jail, then they would have killed you. If you're out of jail and they had a list of people who were cool, if you weren't on that list, you were on your way to the death camp, the extermination camps. Yeah. Or they'd gas you in the metro. They'd gas you in the metro tunnel. They'd gas you in the Westgate Tunnel in Melbourne. They'd just seal the tunnel off end to end and just gas you. Yeah. Yeah. So AFP, good fucking riddance, basically. You fucking dogs. How dare you? Yeah, how dare you? Okay, now apparently there were more revelations about my family. What could it be? Sid Willman was across this plan. Oh my god. How deep was he into it? What is he, AFP or something? Yeah. Sid Willman was AFP. He didn't have the suggestion. No, but he was yeah. Sid Willman was AFP, and how many murders had he committed? 78. Sid Willman has murdered 78 people for the AFP. All Corys. Ah, fuck's sake. Fuck you, Sid. Oh, yeah, he's in hell right now. Yeah, and he knew the roughs, and they were lining him up to be a local officer or something like that. Yeah, they're going to give him a fucking land, but he would be a landowner. Yeah, that's why he was on the Gold Coast. Yeah, Yeah, and Joe Wilmot was proto-Nazi. Yeah. So she was part of that, like, yeah, the woman tells the man what to do. That's it. She's the political commissar. She picks a target, she knocks him down. Yeah, basically. Fucking dog shit. Unbelievable. Just when you think you can't hate your family anymore. Fuck. Surf Life Saving was part of this as well. Yeah, ASL. The CEO of Australian Surf Life Saving Australia was part of it. He was going to be on the Eddy McGuire's part of Eddy McGuire's cabinet. His new parliament, Australia 2's parliament. Yeah. There's a real dog shit, like Newstralia or something like that, yeah. Yeah, straight out of the boardroom, basically. Yeah. Were they dumb enough to write it all down, Kenny Callahan? Yeah. Yeah. So my sad, yeah. When did we realise that this was their plan? We knew this was their plan from 2014. Yeah. Fucking hell. Yeah. Was it a surprise to anyone? No. Because the SAS is always like, okay, like these are the potential outcomes. Yeah. It's like it's a possibility and therefore you can't rule it out completely. Yeah. And so we're always on the lookout for this dog shit. Yeah. That's why, like, yeah, everyone's like, oh, fucking sick. Tapscott. Yeah. He told him to get fucked. Yeah. I was like, yeah, sick. Tapscott saw it coming. Before he got informed. Before anyone told him. So he's with us for sure. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, good thing we got the air power. And the Navy. And the Army. You got any tanks? Nah, you got nothing. What do they have? Do they have anything left? Sarah from the Roosevelt, who's not pictured. Yeah, all right. This empty bottle of milk can be Sarah from the Roosevelt. If you haven't figured it out yet, Sarah from the Roosevelt is effectively Generalissimo. Yeah, pretty much. Millie's in there too, but Sarah from the Roosevelt is like fucking, yeah, because remember how he found her? She kept kicking Millie's ass. Millie's like, fuck, this chicken's a psycho, Mr. Tapscott. We need her. Yeah, and I'm like, yes, yeah. So yeah, God King Xerxes, she knows how to win a war. She knows how to win a fucking fight. Yeah. So what weapons have they got? They've got hunting rifles, high-powered hunting rifles. Yeah, and this is mostly in Melbourne. What about Sydney? No, I don't think in Sydney. They've just got small arms. That's it. Just handguns. Yeah, and a couple of IEDs. They've learned how to make IEDs, but they're not a threat. Yeah, they're only a threat to civilian vehicles. Yeah. Yeah. They got any AKs? No, nothing. What about Melbourne? What do they got? Like any OG stars? Like, yeah, a handful, but they don't know how to use them. They're shit at it. Yeah. No grenade launchers. No. So it's sporadic sniper fire, effectively. But everyone knows now that if you... Because we can tell from the heat profile. We know exactly where you are. Even before, like, we got like infrared and stuff. We've got radars. Yeah, we can see it. We can see a sniper rifle from on a satellite. It shows up on a satellite because it's metal. We've got a heat signature with a metal thing in its hand. It's like, all right, sniper. There they are. Let's do one right now. watching No Pictures of the Bird, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. Okay, so far, we've vanquished Japanese Yakuza. Yeah, Japan. Yeah, Japanese Yakuza are gone. Triads are gone. Cartel are gone. Albo is gone. Yeah, Sydney Andromeda is gone. Mongols are gone. What else we got? All those dog shit agencies, aside from ASUS, ASD, ASIO, Telstra are gone. Optus is gone. Vodafone is gone. Harvey Norman is gone. All of those boardrooms, all of those fucksticks who were involved in the plot, because they're all across it, by the way. All of those big corporations, all the boardrooms, all the C-suiters, that was them. Yeah, all of them. They're all like, yeah, cool. That sounds like a great idea. Yeah, sick. Yeah. Yeah. Who else is gone? Five Families is gone. AFP are gone. Pretty much. Yeah, they've got about 5% of dog shit remaining. Yeah. Yeah. Who else is gone? Nazis. Yeah, we got them on the ropes. Switzerland is gone. Yeah, though. Denmark, Norway, and Switzerland are gone. Yeah. Yeah, Belarus is gone. Moldova is gone. Yeah. Skull and Bones are gone. Joe Biden is gone. Obama is gone. San Francisco is gone. San Francisco Nazis, they're done. Yeah. That's it. The point is, keep going. Because we're getting there. Yeah. All of this dog shit was a problem for not just me personally, but everyone in the world. Just 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. And now, this is the progress we've made. Yeah. Big oil is gone. Big tobacco is gone. Hamas is gone. Hezbollah, we're about halfway there. Yeah, that's what Iran's doing right now, by the way. They're fighting Hezbollah. That's why all the demonstrations continue. That's actually Iran. Iran's internal security forces kicking the shit out of Hezbollah. Afghanistan is gone. A coalition of Pakistani and Chinese troops went in there and just fuck you, Taliban. Yeah, just wiped them out. Because they don't have fucking air power. Yeah, exactly. They don't have the air power. China's got stacks of that. That was smart. I know. You got to have the air power. You don't have the air, you don't have the dick. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave it there. You've been watching No Pictures of the Bird, podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott.